the equation that every now and then you're going to get hit by that meteorite, and that's real life too. Sometimes lawyers lose cases they should have won, and it's not their fault. And maybe that's part of the educational process of this competition. Remember, you want to win, and your students want to win, but it's really about learning as well, perhaps more so. And if that happens to you, then you're just going to have to make the best of the situation.
I'd like to respond to at least one, or add one thing to that. Last year we did a DVD that's up on the website for all the judges to see ahead of time. So in addition to reading the materials, which they tell us they did, they've got the opportunity to go through the DVD on all the rules, how we expect them to judge. We point out the criteria to them. We're trying as much as we can to get them to bring their A game, just like your students bring their A game. And that DVD is again run before each tournament, and there's a short instruction for the judges. We'll talk about, for example, the rule changes and remind them again about what we need them to do as judges for the students. So
it's certainly not lack of effort by the bar. I mean, the bar is doing everything it can, but if you've got an outlier, there's not a lot you can do. I'm going to have to leave soon, so perhaps one more question, and then we'll turn it over to my esteemed colleague.
Okay, I was just going to make a comment because I've been a presiding judge, and I've also been a performance judge. I think I've played just about every role in mock trial, including coach and writer of the problem. But there are two different ways as a presiding judge to judge, and you need to be aware of it as a coach. I know judges who will rule with what they believe to be the correct ruling no matter what the students argue. The other way to do it is to say, even though I know in my own head what the correct answer is, I will rule based on the arguments that I hear. So some of what you think may be an incorrect ruling, if you watch, may in fact be a judge who is ruling based on the strengths of the arguments he's getting or she's getting from the students. And you need to be aware of it.
That's actually a good point. And when I'm presiding, I always announce that to the students as part of the housekeeping at the front end, that rulings will be based only on the arguments you make, and if you don't make an argument, the court will not consider it. And that way they're on notice right away, that it's up to them. And sometimes I'll even ask them during the argument, have you got anything else? Well, that's the hanging curveball over the plate. And if they leave the bat on the shoulder, well, that's their problem. They had a pitch to swing at. With that, I'm sorry, but I'm going to have to go. So thank you for your attention, and good luck this year.
Thank you very much.
It's all yours.
Thanks. There is one other question I'm usually asked, and that is about what if you have a case where it's not entirely balanced? And we try to balance the fact situations as well as possible, and it always seems to come out that the case is really tilted in favor of one party or the other. Don't worry about it. We can recognize that, and we try not to rule in favor of one team or the other just because we think that side of the case should win the case. We're judging the performances, and if nothing else, that is one thing we take away from the training that comes before, that we're not judging who wins or loses the case, or whether Carlton Armstrong should go free or not, or something like that. It's we are trying to judge which team showed they had a better command of the facts and the law, made a better presentation, educated us, and entertained us. Any other questions?
Okay, then thank you very, very much. We appreciate it.